Yo, what is up everybody? I'm back with another Escape from Tarkov video. Today we're going to be taking a look at some early wipe loadouts and some gun modifications, and basically how to make loadouts for real cheap in the beginning when you have no access to higher traders and no access to the flea market. I'll also be going over some higher traders and some of the flea market as well. I'll be going over level 2 and level 3 traders as long as level 1 in the beginning. And I'll be talking about how we can use the flea market to make better loadouts. I'll also be going over some barter trades we can be using instead of paying with rubles. This way we can save some money and we can still have some high tier loot and gear. If this video helps you all out, be sure to drop a like and sub. I do a lot of guide type videos like these, and I do my best to produce quality content like this video itself. Also, if you guys want to see live moments with me on my Twitch, the link will be in the description down below. I answer questions on stream and I help out newer players. If you guys need some extra help, be sure to follow me on there. With all that out the way, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so first let's talk about some barter trades that we can be using so we don't have to spend rubles ourselves. We can get some items from our in-game experiences and we can trade those for guns. So the first thing I'm going to say look out for is if we go to Peacekeeper, we can see that he does trade at level 1 for an MP5 and a pistol. These are traded with knives, the A2607 series knives. These are found on all scavs. So if you collect scav knives, you'll be able to eventually trade up to an MP5 or a P226R. To add on to that, Peacekeeper also does sell the MP5 magazines, and also he does sell the P226 magazines. He also does sell the ammo needed for it, the PSTGZH, and he sells the dollars. So if you need ruble to dollar transition, you can buy as much as dollars as you'd like. These are one of the trades I'd say look out for. Also, Skier level 1 trades 1 rechargeable battery for an AR-15. I would say this is one of the better trades, and I'll show you how to make this into this right here in a little bit. So first, you're going to need to find 1 rec battery, trade the AR-15. You have the AR-15 now, but you don't have a scope, and you also have this disgusting front sight on. So one thing that you're going to need to do is go to Peacekeeper. You're going to want to buy at level 1 the Burris Fastwire Weaver base for $16. Then you can buy the Burris Fastwire Reflex sight for $160. You can throw that on, but you're still going to have this disgusting front sight on the top. So you can go to Mechanic level 1, and he does sell the MK12 low profile gas block, I believe right here, for 5K. So you can turn a disgusting AR-15 into this beauty right here, and I believe they do sell the ammo for it as well. So yeah, Peacekeeper level 1 does sell the 30 round magazines, so we can buy as many of these as we want, and instead of using these 10 round mags, we can use these 30 round mags. In addition to that, Peacekeeper level 1 also does sell the M855 ammo. So with this ammo, you can pen level 3. That'll be 2 shots to the chest with level 3 armor, 1 shot to the head if they're wearing a level 3 head armor. If you hit them in the face, they're gonna die almost always. So even if they're wearing a face shield, unless they're wearing an Alton, this is gonna pen the face shield. So this is really good ammo. It's gonna one-tap almost every single person you go up against. If you hit them in the chest a few times, it might take a lot more to go down. But this AR-15 is a great choice. It's a great weapon, especially the way it's modded out here, and it's pretty cheap. I'll put the price of it right now on screen of how much it comes out to at the end, including the rechargeable battery. But that's the AR-15. So now let's talk about some other weapons we can use. So the SKS. The SKS is one of my favorite weapons in the beginning. At level 1 proper, we can buy for 23K, and we can buy the PS ammo for around $91 per bullet. We can buy a stack of it for 5K, and the SKS is also the same thing as the AR-15 bullets, 1 tap to the head with any visor with the PS ammo. So this ammo is really good, and the SKS is a great weapon. The only thing with the SKS is you're going to have to be reloading 1 by 1. If you want magazines, you'll need level 2 traders, and we'll get into level 2 traders in a bit. Before we get into level 2 traders, let's talk about Ragman and what armor to wear. So with Ragman, the level 1 armor that we can most likely most of the time have is P.A.K.A. soft armor. It's not that great. It only protects against level 2. Most bullets are going to go through this, but it is better than nothing. So if you guys want some protection, I would recommend picking this up. You know, it is what it is. You can also throw on this bank robber tactical rig. It's great for 10K. I see, like, you know, some of the best players using it late game. It's a great rig. Highly recommend it. Also, the SSH helmet for 20k, you're getting level 3 protection in the head. SMGs, pistols, you know, they're not going to go through that, especially in the early game when not a lot of people have access to good ammo. Also recommend wearing a balaclava on your face so your face doesn't stand out in the greenery or grayery, you know, whenever you're fighting. It's easier to see if you don't have a balaclava on. So make sure you throw one on so your enemies can't see you as easily. It's only 2k and it's definitely worth the investment. Also with Ragman, we have a trade for level 4 armor at level 1. Level 1 Ragman has a level 4 armor right here. All we need is 4 toilet paper and 3 soap. If you guys are collecting that in your games, you can make this barter trade. Highly recommend it. This armor is amazing, amazing in the early game. And because it's a tactical rig as well, you won't be needing to buy the bank robber. You can use this as your tactical rig. On top of that, a lot of times people will leave it because it's a onesie and they can't take it with them and it's really heavy. So you'll get it back in insurance a lot of times. So be sure to drop the insurance on that as well. All right, now let's talk about some of the AK-74s and how to use them with Prapor level 1. So with Prapor level 1, we can buy the AK-74 for 28k, or we can buy it with 2 horses. We can find horses in vaults and in high tier loot stashes. Like sometimes you can find them in hidden stashes, sometimes you can find it in gold spawns. Sometimes the horses spawn instead of like some of the better stuff, but we can make this trade. The horses aren't very useful. I think they're used for one Ragman quest later on. They're really abundant, so if you have them, you might as well trade them. With this AK-74, we're gonna need this B18 sight right here if you want to throw on a sight on. If you want to rock iron sights, that's fine too. I also throw on a recoil pad, but that's for level 2 Prapor. So you're gonna be using this normal AK-74. The one thing I would say you guys might want to do is switch out the original AK-74 you know, pistol grip with a PP19 pistol grip. With the PP19 pistol grip, we can have better ergonomics, and that's only 980. If you guys have that eligible, be sure to do that. If you have level 2 Prapor as well, be sure to get this recoil pad, minus 5% recoil, plus 2 ergo, and it's only 3k. So it's a great investment. I would highly recommend that as well. We throw that on, look at that. We only have 99 recoil. It's not that great. We throw on a sight, it's okay, you know, it'll do, you know, it's fully automatic. It shoots pretty decent ammo. With Prapor level 1, I recommend the PS ammo right here, the 545x39 PS ammo. If you have access to BT or BP or PP ammo, those ammos do really well as well. I would say watch out for TT and PRS ammo. These don't do very well. They don't pen armor at all, and I would stay away from them totally. The PS ammo is pretty trash too, but it's better than the T and the PRS. Mainly, I would recommend the AR-15 and the SKS if you guys are just starting out, and I would also recommend the Ragman level 4 trade or the pack armor if you're just starting out as well. All right, now let's talk about some weapon modding for level 2 traders, and let's talk about some gear and armor. So for level 2 Ragman, my favorite armor in the game right now is this level 4 armor for 50k. It's like a tack rig. It's just like this green armor we were talking about in the beginning with Ragman level 1. This armor right here. They're practically the same thing, except you can buy this with rubles and it's a lot more abundant. It comes back in insurance a lot, and it's level 4. A lot of bullets are not going to pen. This is great armor in the beginning. I usually run this with like an SSH helmet, and that's my, you know, budget loadout. If you throw on the AR-15 with this, you know, you can do some deadly stuff with that. Even an MP5 maybe, you can do a lot of work with that. Also, with this SKS, we can mod it out a little bit with level 2 traders. This is what I usually like to do. I like to edit preset. Then I'll go here to the Tapco Intrafuse stock, put the SAW SKS pistol grip. Then I'll go for the Tapco buffer tube, and then I will use a M4SS high standard stock. Sometimes I'll throw on a scope. You don't need to. I mean, it's nice to have one. Let's do like an EKP sight. We can get that from, I think, Prapor level 2. And we can also throw on an RK0 or a foregrip. You don't need it though. It's fine if you don't. We can also throw on level 2, 20 round SKS magazines. And if we assemble all this, from mechanic level 2, peacekeeper level 2, mechanic level 2, we're gonna need also Prapor level 2. Sometimes Fence sells these. I think Skier sells it as well at level 2, and peacekeeper level 2. These are the parts list right here. You know, pause the screen if you need to. Here's the entire price, 34K. We purchased it all for 34K. Then you come here, press assemble. Looks like it's not working now, but we can take this off right here. And we can also take off this magazine. We can throw that on, throw this on, throw that on, throw that on, put that on pistol grip, and we're done. Our SKS is ready. We can also buy a bunch of more magazines and we can feed it as magazines instead of one by one. If we buy more mags and fill those up with ammo as well. Here on screen, you guys can see a loadout that I would highly recommend. We got the level 4 armor I was talking about, the SSH helmet, the SKS we just built, and we're looking pretty solid. We're looking pretty good. It's pretty cheap. Also, this is coming in around 100 to 150K. Not that much. I think it's actually less. I think it's like 90 to 130K. So it's not that much. We can also throw in a backpack if you guys got one. And we're rocking. We're ready to go. This is a great loadout. The SKS and the AR-15 will work just fine as well, as I already said. For beginner loadouts, that's probably all I would recommend. There's not a lot of variety in between the loadouts. So I would say these are your best bets with the SKS and the AR-15 and also the AK-74s. One last thing, one bonus tip that I'll give right before we end this video is if you guys do have Jaeger level 1, this shotgun right here, the Mossberg 590A1 12 gauge shotgun, it is great, very accurate at range, and we can also use the 12x70 7mm buckshot. It does one shot most people if they don't have any body armor on. If you have Jaeger level 3, you can opt for AP20s, but that's a lot further into the game. Not even I have that yet. But this is also a great option if you guys want to run a shotgun. It's a lot of fun. I run it a lot on stream, and we have a really good time with it. All right, with all that said, hopefully this video helped y'all out. If you guys like what you saw today, be sure to drop a follow and be sure to leave a like so we get out there with the channel. If you guys want to see moments live, be sure to go to my Twitch down in the description down below. And yeah, appreciate y'all. Happy New Year's. Have a good one. Peace out.